What's up, y'all, and welcome back to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Today's wig is provided by Elva Hair, and this video is pretty lengthy, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Now, down below, you will catch me doing the unboxing of the wig. This is a 18-inch 613 blonde. Well, 613 is blonde. What the hell? This is a 18-inch 613 blonde wig. And down below, I have the little goodies of what the the wig comes with, as far as like a rat tail comb, instructional card. You have some elastic band, and of course you have the wig itself. Now this wig is very full. That was one of my favorite qualities about this wig. And the hair did come slightly pre-plucked, but you will have to go in definitely and do some plucking. But I'm going to show you guys, on the other hand, how I achieved this beautiful ombre color that you see in the beginning of this video. Now, I only used two colors for this wig. And the first color that I put into that water and I dipped the wig in, and you want to make sure the water is a little warm to hot when you're doing this method. But I am using the color Powder Blue. And this dye is from Adore. It's fairly new. It's called Powder Blue, and that's the first color that I dipped this wig in. And I let that wig sit in that water for 10 minutes, and then I went ahead and took it out, squeezed it, and made me some fresh water. And the second color that I will be using for today is Titanium. Titanium is the gray color, but it does have like some purplish in it. It kind of reminds me of the periwinkle color. The periwinkle has like that purple. It also has like that purple gray highlight type of look. So this color is pretty much like that periwinkle, but it has less purple than the actual periwinkle color. So the Titanium is supposed to give off a really nice gray, but as I mentioned, it does have some purple, purple little, teas in it or whatever. But I'm just going to continue to dip that wig in that watercolor a few times, and I'm going to let that wig sit in there also for 10 minutes. Now, when I first poured the Titanium in there, I only used half a bottle. And then I dipped it, just to see the gray it was going to be. And I decided to add the rest of that bottle because I wanted that gray to be, a little more vibrant. It wasn't, bright enough for me. So I'm just going to dip it again in some more of that Titanium. And I'm just going to keep moving it in and out, making sure that that color gets on all of that hair. And I'm going to let that wig sit completely in that Titanium for 10 minutes before showing you guys the final look before shampooing and conditioning. So you want to make sure you also take a comb and just comb through that color well, just to make sure it's tangle free and the water color is getting everywhere on that wig. But as I mentioned, once it sits, I will show you guys what the wig look like when I take it out of the water, and then I will go ahead and begin to getting to the installation process. So I hope you guys like that color, and now let's get into this slay. So first things first, my dreadhead baby is in the building, and today I'll be using my Beautiful Hustler wig cap. I'm going to take my growth oil and just go ahead and moisturize her scalp really good in between her locks. And then I'm not going to go into detail with the whole ball cap method, but I know you guys want one, so I will do a video on that separately. But I'm just going to go ahead and take the cap and, put it on and just use one layer of my Beautiful Hustler lace mid adhesive and spread it across the front of the cap, and just add a little Tresemme, blow dry it, cut off the extra cap, and then we're going to get into the install. And this is what the wig looks like after I went ahead and blow dry it and did some plucking to the wig. I love how this color came out. It's super pretty. As I mentioned, that gray does have a little purplish tint to it, so it made it like give like a little light purplish roots, and then it went into that gray, and then it went into that powder blue. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Kiss foundation, and this is in the color Honey Beige. You would probably say, well, you could go in between Honey Beige and Caramel. If they just are slightly darker, you can use the Caramel, but I decided to go in with the Honey Beige color. And this is a transparent lace, and to be honest, transparent lace and HD lace works great on everybody's skin tone, but when it really comes to that transparent lace, you have to use, you know, techniques to really get that lace to melt. You have to make sure you're applying enough foundation and everything like that. And for me, I like to go on top and underneath with the foundation, and then I also do like a second round of foundation before I do this. You know, I tie the melt bow down a second time. So I will, you know, show you guys that in the video. But after I already cleaned her hairline with alcohol, but now I'm going in with my skin protectant, and I just sprayed it on her skin and on the cap, and I'm just, you know, taking a cotton pad and just dampen off that extra little cotton that I got on there by, you know, accident, but just making sure that skin protectant is nice and spreaded on there. And now we'll go in with my lace melt, and I'm going to do 5 layers today for her wig Slay. So once I get all the layers, you know, in, you already know what's next, the whole melting process, and we will get into that shortly. So now it's time to go ahead and melt that lace on in. So I like to always start from the middle first, and then I work my wig from side to side. And when I finally get the wig in place where I want it to sit, I just go in with my finger and just push that lace in on the edges. And then I have them hold each side, you know, as I do that. And of course, I will comb that lace and blow dry it on a heat setting, do my glam wax and hot comb melting step, and then I will tie it down with the elastic band. And this is what it's looking like after I remove the melt belt. And I'm going to go in and cut off that extra lace around the ears. And then once I get all of that extra lace off on the sides, I will go in with my razor comb and razor off that lace. And now that all the extra lace is off, I'm just gonna go ahead and tack down the rest of the lace that is still lifting with some more glue. And as you can see right now, you do see like a little bit of a white cast around her hairline, but that's why I say it's all about technique when you doing transparent lace. So once I have all of this wig tacked down and I just go ahead and get her hair parted down the middle and everything, I will go in with some more foundation, but I'm not going to use I'm not going to add more foundation to the brush that I was using. I'm just going to take the remaining of that foundation that's already on that brush and just tap it across her hairline. But I will give you more details when we get into that part. So after I parted the hair down the middle, as you can see, I'm just going in with my wax stick and a hot comb and just really pressing out the roots of the wig. And I'm just going to do that to both sides, add the wax stick, add the hot comb, and just try to get everything as flat and as neat as possible. But for the look today, I didn't want it to be too flat because I did want a little volume towards the top for the finishing look. But right here, this is the step that I was talking about, just going in with that same foundation on the brush already. Don't add any more product because you don't want it to be cakey. Just use the remaining foundation on the brush and just tap it in. As you guys see, as I'm tapping it in, that lace is disappearing into her skin to the T. Okay, honey? This is the goal that you want to go for when you are doing transparent lace on any skin tone. You want to do that underneath foundation and then that on top foundation and just spray that hairline down and, you know, tie it down with that melt belt. And when I remove that thing, honey, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see, trust me. So now that I went ahead and let that melt belt sit, we're gonna go ahead and remove it, baby. And when y'all tell y'all it's a scalp, it is a scalp, okay? Like, that is what you call a slade. Like, you have to, do y'all see that? I'm just gonna get up. You see it. Actually, you don't. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, it is giving very much out the scalp tease, and it's all about technique. Like I mentioned, y'all see I paused it so y'all can see up close and personal, and y'all already know me. I'm a big no filter policy. Like, I don't like filter on my work. I don't filter my videos. I don't filter pictures, nothing. Like, what you see is what you get, because it's a lot of catfishing going on out here, and I ain't trying to be the one. So that's just the real gag. But I am going to now cut this wig with a blunt cut. I didn't even flat iron or anything yet. I'm just leaving it kind of like how it is, frizzy, straight. But I'm just going to cut this wig all around into a blunt cut first before I get, before I do the curls. And baby, when I tell y'all, when y'all see the end results, when it's time for me to brush everything out and she turn around and y'all see the back, baby, this cut made a big difference in the outcome. Because you know, usually when you do LOCS, and this is an 18-inch, you know, you never really cut the ends, you just leave it, you know, regular. But I noticed that it really made a big difference, and I didn't even really have to cut no layers in this wig at all for the finishing result. I just raised it off literally a tiny piece at the top on each side to give it that layer effect. But right now I'm just gonna go in with my golden hot tool, and this is like, I forgot what inch it is, but you know, it's a pretty big curler, and it was, you know, it goes to 500 degrees, so that's why I really love it. And I'm just going to curl everything away from her face on both sides. And as I'm curling, I'm just going to go ahead and pin each curl as I go along. When I blow dried the wig, I had already added some heat protectant in, so I'm not going to add any more because I don't want the hair to be too silky or too wet looking. I hate when hair is oily. It just really irks my nerves, y'all. So please, when you are using protectants and oils, do not overdo it because it will be greasy, it will be oily, and it can be stiff. So I wanted to use less product as possible. So I'm just curling everything back, and I'm just taking a nice little silver clip and just clipping everything back. And oh my God, when I tell y'all, I'm gonna zoom in for y'all when I finish this little section, you know, curling it back so y'all can get the wing and the flow of things, you know, how I'm doing things right here. But when I zoom in, I'm just, it be too raw, y'all, like too raw. And I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom in that I got that last curl on. Like, that lace is like gone, like for real. Like, this sugar honey iced tea is tea, okay? Like, look at that. They gotta stop playing with me for real, y'all. And I did her makeup as well, of course. Like, it is slay, y'all. I'm just really feeling good about Slay Timber. What about y'all? Because this is getting too damn good. Like, I really love the full creativity that I get to do. I choose the colors, everything I'm doing I chose, so I am really loving it. So let me know what y'all think down below. And for the back, I'm going to do the same thing as well. I'm going to curl everything. Like, I just kind of busted down the middle, and I'm just curling everything away, you know, away from the face. And that way everything would just fall inward towards each other in the back, and everything would just be so freaking bomb. And I'm just going to curl all of that up, and of course, still taking the pins and just pinning that all down. So now that everything is all curled up, I'm just going to spray a little oil sheen to give the curl some shine. I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of the clips. And once I get all of the clips off the hair, I am going to, you know, brush the hair out. And I use my hands at first. Well, I pretty much use my hands to just form all the curls into place. And then I just, you know, went in with my comb and just my eyebrow razor, just raise it down a little piece at the top on both sides to give it a layered look. But y'all just gotta stay tuned, because when I get everything into place, it's definitely a slay. Like, so far this video might be my favorite slay out of the ones we did so far. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. When I tell y'all I'm in love, OMG, like this color, these curls, everything is just giving me life. And I'm just so blown away. Like, I really did that. Like, I really did that. Like, the feedback on this look, this color is everything. Like, it has been a little minute, honestly, since I did like a part down the middle roller set type of look. And baby, I gotta do these more often, baby, because for real, sus is slay, okay? Like, for real. Like, for real. Like, it just looked too good. And I just love, like I mentioned, how full this 18-inch wig was. And, you know, this was a straight wig on top of that. So y'all see how good this Elva wig's blonde hair whole curl and how well it takes color. Like, no complaints. I have no complaints whatsoever with this wig. Like, I absolutely loved it. And the only thing I'm gonna do more, other than defining the part with her foundation color, I'm just gonna add a little holding spray towards the front and take my flat iron and kind of bump the top up just a little bit, because y'all know usually I do super flat and neat installs, but I did want a little volume at the top in the front to really set this look off. So I am going to go in with a little holding spray and my flat iron and just bump that little front part up some more to give it that nice little volumed and framed face look. And I'm just going back in with that honey beige foundation color again, just to define her part up and get it nice and noticeable, clean and neat. And that was some of this freaking tutorial. Like, I am so in love with this look, okay? Everything about this look is, oh my gosh, like, she looked too freaking good, like too good. The makeup, the hair, everything. Like, I really did that. And I'm so in love with this. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Stay tuned for the finishing videos. And I will see you guys next time for slay number 9. So if you haven't already, subscribe, tune in, check out the latest videos, and just overall get into these slaves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and see you next time.